So I ran across this video, and he's an Asian American man, and he was explaining as to why the Asian Americans are quiet about the deportations, right? And he gave the answer. He said it's because the Asian American community actually wants the deportations to happen. And so I went a bit deeper. Being a Black American, I'm not too thorough on the visa process and stuff like that. I'm just really not. I'm born here, raised here. This is it. This is me. This is my country, right? So I was curious, you know, to see why so many naturalized citizens wanted their family members and cousins and uncles, brothers, whoever, to be deported from the country. I was just curious, right? This ain't my business, okay? So I went and looked in the comments, and I found this, right? So then it opened up a world for me, right? That I just know nothing about, okay? So this is the world. They are saying that they don't really care too much that it's a relative, it's a friend, whatever. There is an animosity, sort of. I don't know if I should call it an animosity. Some people had that little animosity thing going, and it's not for all of them, but some people just really do feel like if they paid the thousands of dollars, then nobody else should be coming over here without paying the thousands of dollars. And I guess if they have to live in the house and know that they paid $1,000 and next door or the bedroom over, they didn't, and they get to just roll on through and live their life and the other people had to pay for it, they're like, So that's why they aren't out there. And that's why, because I was looking at the crowd, right? In California, in a specific part of LA that was on television, right? And I was like, there are more Latinos. The crowd wasn't as big as I thought it could have been, right? But then I got to thinking. I was like, well, is this why? Because many of their own, probably half of their own people over there, are fine with it. Because there, first of all, there's a large, one of the largest Asian American communities out there. Okay. Because that's where a lot of Asian Americans live. And of course there's a lot of Latinos out there, right? So I was like, So yeah. They're not looking at it like it's somebody who's been here for 30 years and is already in the system. They're looking at it like, did they pay what I paid? Because if they didn't pay what I paid, I want them out of here. That's what a lot of people are saying. So maybe I'm getting this wrong, maybe I'm getting this right, but that's the deal. There's just like this. Here's what it looks like to me. Here's this overarching deport, but then there's this undercurrent or this other thing going on within the immigrant community that is like, that's against one another. Okay? They're against one another in the immigrant community. So instead of trying to get other people to see what's going on, they should have always been talking to each other so they can understand one another and fight for each other. Because this is all a bunch of stuff going on within the immigrant community. So they don't need to bring in Black Americans necessarily for this, because this is something that their own people are doing against them. Okay? Because Black Americans really, we aren't immigrants. This has something to do with them.